are neither recognized nor treated as human beings. As Hurricane Katrina approached New Orleans in the USA, the guards at a prison locked the prisoners in their cells and then left. The men heard the flood coming and the water rose higher in their cells, but no one came.
They told us that we would be evicted because our presence was a blight on the town. In the end, we were chased away so that the train company, Matterrail, could recover the site. They put us in a quarry. We spent over a year in that hole, even though we were meant to stay for only 3 months.
And you were moved to Carrefour?
We did not even have the means to bury our dead. The sick had no one to care for them. The dead were without coffins. We asked ourselves, what should we do? And finally, we decided to leave. Upon our arrival here, the landowners of the village complained and told us we could not salvage material at the landfill. But we were still allowed to build houses in the water where the rice fields were located. I never stopped defending the cause of these families within the village committee, saying that these people are men, not animals.
Due to the violence in my country, I lost a 15-year-old son, and we never found his body. If I had just stayed at home, crying about what had happened to me, maybe today I would already be dead. In my opinion, staying alone, with just your grief, and without talking about it, with anyone, is the worst thing to do.
There are fathers, when night approaches, they have heavy hearts, because they know they will go home empty-handed. They suffer in silence.
I was put into a children's home when I was 2.5 years old. I was surrounded by violence. Being in the children's home meant we missed out on a lot of things. Most are dead or in prison. It's hard when you've been badly treated from a young age. I was homeless for 3 years. I slept in factories, abandoned houses, anywhere. 3 years like that. No security. I had nothing.
In Senegal, there is the issue of not being able to register children at birth. When a woman goes to give birth, she has to pay. When she can't pay, the health centre keeps the birth records. If you don't have the birth records, you can't register the birth with the authorities. These children can never go to school, can't get an ID, can't vote. If you ask me, it's like denying that they even exist. In one of the neighbourhoods where we go, it took 3 years of work to prove that families wanted to enrol their children in school, but that it takes a lot of preparation work beforehand, such as birth certificates. It's been so successful that the head teacher told me that the school will no longer be a community school next year, but a private school. We know that the families the classes were reopened for won't be able to send their children there.
In Anosca, today, 85% of parents neither know how to read or write. Someone always has to go with them to take care of administrative matters. When they have to put their thumbprint without knowing what was written on the paper, it's violence.
I can give you the example of the school my little sister went to. She's so shocked that she's afraid to go to school because teachers tell her that she's an incompetent girl, that she'll never succeed in anything. They always make her sit in the back of the classroom.
No, we don't get openly angry. Our anger is silent. But we're so tired of fighting that we give up trying. So there's just silence. Silence is like the dark. We'd like to see a light at the end of the tunnel.
When you can't even say what you think and feel, it damages you, it hurts you. And damaged people living together become a damaged community, becomes a damaged society.
But you've got to solve the problem of extreme poverty, because as long as there's extreme poverty, you will never have peace.
You know, with the genocide we had, there are loads of people without housing.
I came to help out because I myself was very much alone during 12 years.
When you are no longer alone, anything is possible. Solidarity allows you to find your intelligence once again. You calm down. You live more peacefully with others. My drops of sweat in my neighbour's field speaks louder than any words.
If we take the weakest in society into consideration, then we cannot but build peace, because they would be at the heart of all our projects.
How can we honour the infinite courage of people like those living in Haiti, humiliated and at the mercy of international aid, an aid run by managers who believe that just because they're bringing in funding, they do not need to think together with the Haitian people.
Now, the time has come to break the silence. If we remain silent at this time, I think it is a crime. Now, the moment to speak, the moment to raise our voices has arrived.
La paix, elle va commencer le jour.
You'll have peace when you realize that the person opposite you is the same as you, a human being to be respected.